Yo, what's good? This is Ree here. Ree up, motherfuck. Ree back again with another video, and this is from the book Cyclomancy, The Secret of Psychic Power. This is a pretty important book. A lot of occultists talk about it because it kind of brings you to the point of being able to control your mind and thus controlling your reality and your body. So here's one example. This is how the yogi performs suspended animation. So I'm sure some of you have heard about how they can do this, and this is the example of how they can do this. Suspended animation is the miraculous psychological means through which a yogi allows himself to be buried alive and can still stay alive and healthy even if somewhat emaciated when he is unearthed as much as 40 days later. So this is 40 days and 40 nights. To bring about his seemingly baffling achievement, he delivers such a mighty psychic power command blast to both of his sensations recording center and his organs control center that it causes the following incredible changes to take place in his body functions, which serve to keep him alive that long without food, water, or air. So this is what he does. He reduces his body temperature from a 98.6 to between 80 and 90 Fahrenheit. He slows down his heart and breathing rates so astonishingly that his radical pulse, his wrist pulse, can hardly be felt. He drops his blood pressure so low it can't be measured. And he diminishes his urine production so it's practically nil, or suppresses it altogether through unbelievable control of his kidney functions. He lowers his digestive activity to a minimum. He reduces the volume of his circulating blood to a dribble, barely compared with life. He reduces the metabolism his life possesses by 20 to 50% for extended period. His digestion, metabolism, and blood pressure so impermeable that he utilizes but a minimum amount of energy to stay alive. He needs, as a consequence, to breathe very little oxygen. The average man would expire in such conditions because he could not retard his vital processes to such a degree that he would therefore require considerably more oxygen to stay alive. Since the yogi breathes in such little oxygen, in that state, his body fat, which is poor in oxygen, is converted to carbohydrates, which is rich in oxygen. That is how his body requires its oxygen when it's in suspended animation. So he does not require oxygen to survive. He just basically makes that oxygen a carbohydrate. So yeah, by putting his sensations recording center and his organs controlling center under psychic power control, as stated below, the yogi can put himself in a state of suspended animation and live for 40 days and 40 nights without food, water, or air. This is also how a squirrel and a bear hibernate during the foodless winter. So here's one of the examples of what you can do. It kind of reminds me of that guy who would swim in the Arctic, and it's like super cold and stuff, and he would swim and then he was able to control his body temperature. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. That guy, he talks, Wim Hof, yeah, he talks about it, the different breathing techniques that he does. But that's the same thing that this book talks about, and it has a lot of different examples. So if you want to become a master of your own life, this is another way to do it, is by being able to control your body, which you can do with meditation. And start by doing meditation, and then you can get to levels of this. Don't start there. Don't just do this. You need to get to that level of consciousness first so you can be able to do this. But yeah, pick up this book if you're interested. Anyways, I love y'all. Re-up, motherfucker. Easy.